there has been a very well-placed narrative into the psychology of sports fans in North America. They see players, especially in the other sports, making 30 million, 35 million, 40 million a year. And the narrative inserted through friendly media going back 30, 40 years by leagues.
Yep.
This is a league-controlled narrative, is that the fact that the players are making as much as they are, right, is the reason why ticket prices have gone up so high.
Right.
Right. So you see that $40 million contract, or you see that $17 million contract, and the visceral reaction is, fuck these players. They're the reason why I'm paying $600 for a good ticket to go to a game, and nobody can afford that. It's their fault.
Right.
Okay, so let's talk about this, and I'm going to address it directly.
Give it to us.
This has been empirically studied and is universally accepted by everybody on the club side, on the player side, and those who are not bought and paid for in the media. Okay, and there is no linkage, there is no association, there is no connection between player salaries and the cost of a ticket to go to a game. Mm-hmm. Zero. Okay, the cost of a ticket to go to a game is strictly governed by supply and demand. Every team uses dynamic pricing, which is based on algorithms up there, based on how many available seats are available, and ticket prices vary. Okay, game to game, based on who the opponent is, whether it's a regular season game, a preseason game, or a playoff game, ticket prices are based on supply and demand.
What people are willing to pay. Yeah.
What people are willing to pay, right? And the whole basis of the algorithm is not to leave a unsold seat out there before the puck or drops, or the first pitch is thrown, or the first kickoff or tip-off. That's the way it is. Mm-hmm. And don't come back to me and say, you're wrong. I don't believe you. This is This is a universal truth. Mm-hmm. And if you don't believe it, you, my friend, have drank the Kool-Aid.
Right.
If you don't believe it, you have been, there is so much propaganda out there being blasted at you from various media and various leagues that you bought it. All right. And if you want the greatest example ever, in 2004, 2005, Gary Bettman repeatedly said, this lockout is for the fans.
Yeah, that's
all
right.
We're shutting the league down for you, the fans. What do you mean by that? What did he mean by that? He said ticket prices have risen to the point where it is no longer sustainable for the average fan to afford to go to a game. And it's because the players are getting too much money. This is in 2004. The players are getting too much money. So we need a salary cap, because if we could have cost certainty, ticket prices are going to drop. And that is a very attractive argument.
Yeah, no kidding.
To people. Fans are sitting there saying, yeah, I am paying too much to go to a game. Mm-hmm. And the players are making too much money to play a game. They should be happy to play for free. They should be happy to, give them some sawdust after the game to munch on instead of real food. This is the truth. Mm-hmm. And what happened? We got a cap.
Yep.
And we started playing hockey again. And immediately in the next season, in the 2005-2006 season, ticket prices rose 20% in the NHL. So the next year. So Gary, What happened to needing a salary cap to lower NHL ticket prices? It didn't happen.
Yeah.
Why didn't it happen? Because you can drop salaries all you want. The reason why teams and leagues want a cap, the reason why baseball is heading towards Armageddon again, okay, there's only one reason. When you have a salary cap, franchise values explode.
Just the value of owning the team.
Over not having a cap.
Right.
So if you say to owners who are owning a $2 or $3 billion asset, we can double the value of your franchise almost instantaneously, cap versus no cap, you now have their attention.
Yeah.
Okay. And the other thing a cap does is it allows teams to pay players less than they would otherwise be willing to pay the players if there was no cap.
Right.
Right. So that's why we have a salary cap. Franchise values and paying the players left. It has nothing to do, nothing with the cost of a ticket.
Right.
Nothing.
Right. Now, there are people that will point to the old graphs of the NHL is a very gate-driven league. But first off, I think that's also changing because of the TV rights deals. And sponsorships. But you need only look at the New York Knicks, right? We talk about costs. There is a salary cap. It's different in the NBA. But to go to a Knicks game in the finals, I think the cheapest ticket is $7,500 American. Right? That's the cheapest ticket, and that's all demand.
I just went on Ticketmaster just for the hell of it.
Yep.
And I was looking at the next game. Okay. And the cheapest ticket in the nosebleed seats at MSG were running at $10,000.
Oh, they're $10,000 this morning.
Today.
Wow.
Today. And there were the best seats at $500,000.
Wow.
Okay. A ticket. And there were many seats in the lower bowl over $100,000. Okay.
Man.
That's a ticket.
Yeah.
That's a ticket.
That's crazy.
Okay. That shows you what supply and demand, the impact it has on a game ticket. But anybody who's out there saying, I've heard you, Allan, and I'm not convinced, you're wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. You're conflicted. You're biased. Really? Nobody out there knows I'm an agent representing players. I wear my bias on my sleeve.
Yep.
Yes, I'm biased. You're damn fucking right I'm biased. But I am not speaking bullshit. I'm speaking facts. Okay? Go look it up. 2005, 2006, NHL game tickets rose 20%. The first year of the NHL salary cap after Gary Bettman said the reason for a cap was to lower tickets, and they put huge words on the ice when we came back to play hockey. Thank you, fans. On every ice surface in every arena. Thank you, fans. We did the lockout for you. Okay?
And you supported us all the way through.
Yes.